Okay, right. Tail's pinned. We've already called. Power's coming in. Final still clear. Oh, stop. Kill the engine. Why is it? I tried. Alright.
Coach, you're not gonna believe this. I just bought it free pilot training.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to Free Pilot Training. Today, I'm at VSL Aviation, and I'm gonna get my tailwheel endorsement. All right, so we're here to check out the plane. Seems like we're missing a couple things here. Engine in op. I don't know, man. Is this right?
I mean, it should be flying in the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
What year did you say this was?
This is a 39.
This is a 39?
Yeah.
And this is real similar to the one I'm gonna be flying today.
Correct.
But this is a pre-war model, and the one you have is a post-war?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. We'll have to check that out in just a second. That's insane. You're saying this is the trim right here.
Yeah, all the pre-wars had the flipper in the back.
Okay, that's crazy. You don't usually see it down here on the bottom like this. Usually it's on the tail, like on the elevator back here. That is really interesting. Let's go check out this plane for the first time. This is the first time we've seen it, guys.
Yeah, 1946 Tailcraft BC-12D. Post-war fabric airplane.
This is crazy. I'm pretty stoked about this.
Yeah, we're gonna get Josh over here his tailwheel endorsement. He'll be a tailwheel endorsed CFI, then he can give tailwheel endorsements.
Yeah, so I'll be an expert. That's a lot of pressure to be an expert immediately as soon as I get certified. If you're a pilot or you work on an airfield, this is the primary mode of transportation right here.
Yeah, the one-wheel pint. Yeah.
That's some good B-roll right there. That is some good B-roll.
He's leaning back. Means he can go faster. All he's got to do is just a little bit of lean.
I mean, that would make a great video if you wiped out. I'm just saying.
And you get the old medieval catapult launch.
Yeah.
Oh, we're here.
Scraping on the ground. Wow. There she is.
No way, man. This thing's awesome looking. So this is a 1946? 46 Tailorcraft.
BC-12D.
This is a step up from the Trevor Jacobs model.
Oh yeah, this is a Continental A65, also known as an 0170.
0170, okay.
65 horsepower.
We got the Alaska bush wheels on here. What size are these?
29.
29s, man. This is nuts. I can't believe I'm getting my tailwheel endorsement on this thing. And you said you won an award somewhere?
Yeah, I got People's Choice Award at Arkansas last year.
That's crazy. And Arkansas is coming up in a couple weeks.
October 1st.
That's crazy. I've never been to it, but I really want to go. And I'm definitely wanting to get into some bush pilot work.
This is a fabric covered airplane. It's a chrome moly is the tube structure. It's like chromium, molybdenum, steel. And then it's got this seconite fabric that overlays the entire thing.
And this is the stuff that basically doesn't go bad, right? That newer fabric?
Yeah.
Okay. I know some of the older stuff.
If you come inside here, we can look at the sophisticated avionics.
Oh yeah, man. You're just a couple steps away from being IFR right here.
Yeah. I follow roads, rivers, and railroads.
So we got the hill brakes. I've never actually flown an airplane with hill brakes, so that's going to be interesting. And it's only on my side, I guess. And that's in case you make a mistake right there, that helmet.
What do we have up there?
Yeah, what's that?
Fuel gauge. Simplicity.
No way. That's just a cork. I guess.
Accurate at
How
work.
much fuel does that hold up there?
Yeah.
It's 12 gallons in the header, and some of them had auxiliary wing tanks of 6 gallons apiece. This one does not have any aux tanks.
Okay.
Often we'll put car gas in there. Just fill it straight from the pump.
No way.
Yeah.
So Kevin here, he has a TikTok channel where he does some of the water skiing and stuff and a bunch of other awesome flying in this plane. Tell us a little bit about your channel real quick.
So we do a little off-field, a lot of sandbars, a little water skiing, some Arkansas content, just out flying for fun. We got to remember why we do this. It's fun, exciting.
Inspire the younger generation, and this is something This is something I've been like wanting to get into for a while. You know, I've watched some, and I think, you know, watching videos has really, you know, given me a desire to kind of get more into it.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at $20 an hour per flight hour on this aircraft. We're running about 4 gallons an hour auto gas.
Wow.
So it's fun, it's affordable. The planes are not that expensive, but just good, fun old aircraft.
Yeah, so if this is a 46, you do the math. I mean, we're talking close to 80 years old, right?
Yes.
That's insane. It's still flying, and you know, I was reading some comments the other day, and somebody's like, "Oh, I don't feel comfortable in a 1960 and 1970 model." I'm like, dude, have you ever flown a vehicle from, or driven a vehicle from the 60s and 70s? You obviously haven't.
Right, I mean, they're built so much better back then. This plane was completely restored in 2017 with upgraded spars, upgraded lift struts. So it's a very capable off-field aircraft. Yeah, I mean, just super fun to fly.
What's up, guys? I'm ready for my tail wheel lesson now.
What are you wearing?
This is authentic, man.
I guess.
Let's get out of here.
And while I'm waiting on my instructor to finish up a little bit of work, my friend Thomas here gives me a tour of the facilities.
Over here we've got merchandise. One of our favorite things to do here at VSL is get people VSL swag just like this. Our most popular item, I'd say, is this Hawaiian shirt here that has the actual tail numbers of our planes.
I think I'm gonna need one of those.
Yeah, you will. It's a sectional of the area with all of these airports highlighted.
What is that? Your little friend in there.
Just drive it. I don't think it'll turn on the engine.
It's my possum pocket.
Is your possum pocket?
Your pocket possum.
Yeah, well, that's my pocket possum, but this is my possum pocket.
It's coming
Not
out.
to be confused with.
It's this little guy.
Say hi. My name is Pito.
Pedo?
Or Lester. Or Winnie. Or Awesome Possum. Or can't remember the rest of them.
Winnie the Windsock.
I can't believe you guys have a pet possum.
He kind of likes it in there. He didn't want to go in earlier.
Don't their moms carry them in pouches?
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
And as you can see, Seth's pretty busy, so Kevin's going to take me on a little incentive flight before we do my actual lesson. Here's a look at those heel brakes I'm about to really struggle with. Well, the time has finally come, and I got me a new hat here for such an occasion. Did you notice it?
I did.
Yeah, so we're about to go fly this thing. I'm about to go get my tail wheel endorsement. I'm pretty stoked about this. I still can't believe the size of these tires. This is unbelievable.
Okay, max hot. Max going to hot. Brake set. Clear. Oh man, she just started right up. Alrighty. Alright, you don't have brakes on your side, correct? You're just gonna feather the brakes here. go. Alright, so, this is weird because I've never done heel brakes before. And this is where... Alright, so hold the left or the right heel brake. Okay, alright, add some power. And this is where, like, the AFM says, like, heels on the floor. Alright, go brakes. I'm gonna come around the backside now. Alright. There we go. Okay, he's helping us now. There you go. Now you got your nose wheel steering. Okay, now I've got your tail wheel steering. Alright, looks like we're well clear over there. Alright, it's favoring 7, so we can make a right here. You have to kind of lead, and because you're not using as much differential braking as you are tail wheel steering. Okay. And it kind of lags a little bit. So you have to kind of lead the turn. Okay. And then opposite rudder to straighten it out. Yeah, this is kind of what the AFM was talking about. Is you almost have to go opposite to fix it. Yeah. If you get out of control there. There you go. Yeah, that's a better idle speed, a little bit slower. Now we also want to pay attention to our flight controls. This is a really light aircraft, so ideally we want to dive away. That's right. From a tailwind. So if you kind of look out at the grass, see how the grass has been that way? Yeah, so we dive away. Yeah, we want to give forward pressure. And then if we had a headwind, we'd pull back on the nose. Yeah, and you can see the wind's kind of coming from our left. So look out at that left aileron. So we'd be going like that? Yeah, exactly. So now that left aileron's deflected down, so when the air hits it, it forces the wing down. Versus if we were turning into the wind, okay, the air would actually get under the aileron and it would pick the wing up. To keep from scooting across? Yeah, exactly. Okay, now I'm starting to see what I was talking about, like zigzagging kind of so you can see where you're going. Yep, keeping it on the line there. Yeah, you have to zigzag. You can also, I call it taxiing by braille. You've got these little reflectors on center line, and if you make your tail wheel hit those reflectors, you can kind of feel the little bumps happening. Kind of like braille there. Okay, so opposite, no, right rudder. Right rudder. There you go, and then bring us to a stop. Oh, we'll pass it. Our final's clear though. Alright, final is clear. Take the call. Russellville traffic. Aircraft 95356 departing runway 7, Russellville. Alright, so let's pause right here just a second. Okay. Okay, so what I want you to do is we're going to pin the tail down as you add power. Okay. And then release that back pressure as we get going. You want to keep the tail down until you see 40. Then the tail's going to just pop up basically, and we're going to do a nice 3-point liftoff, okay? But we want to keep it pinned. 3-point liftoff, okay. Yep. Okay, right. Tail's pinned. We've already called. Power's coming in. Final still clear. Oh, stop. Kill the engine. Why is it? I tried. Alright. Not quite there yet. We should have done some more snacks. Yeah. I guess I wasn't pushing hard enough? No. Alright, I'll jump out here, help you.
Push.
Okay. Let's try that again. This time, let's do it good. Max hot. Max hot. Alright, so mash on the brakes. Okay. Alright, now let's do a proper run up at least. Both brakes. Both brakes. They're on. All the way. They're all the way. They got full brakes right now. Not quite. Alright. Ready to go? I'm ready. There it is, 22.7. Okay, let's do a radio check. Russellville traffic, red Tailorcraft, radio check. Last calling Russellville came in very broken and quiet. It's working now. Yeah, I got you loud and clear. Help me on this one.
Okay, got you extremely quiet and broken again.
Okay, I'll just talk louder, but I can hear you.
I copy you can hear me, but I can barely hear you.
Alright, we're taking off on 7.
Okay, Roger. We'll be all bend 3,500 above, and we'll be going to Danville. Way.
Okay, we'll be lower than that. Hey, y'all have fun.
You too.
Alright, here we go. So, what's rudder? So start, we want to go right. So let's
Lead
start
with the rudder.
There we go. Lead with the
Then
rudder.
Russellville traffic. Strawberry 1950 Delta is 9 miles
Off the rudder a little
west,
bit. Okay.
just between
There we go.
Mount
There we go.
Nebo and little strip on the mountain over here. We'll be dropping down and headed back east over the river, Russellville.
Very good. Okay, start coming out of that rudder. Yep, a little more rudder now. There you go. A little more rudder. You're kind of punching the rudder. Okay. You want to make bigger movements, but not continuous. So you don't want like a steady state of a bunch of rudder. You just want to make like an input and then out. Input and then out. Okay. All right. So there you go. Straighten it out. Right rudder. Right rudder. There you go. It'll stop us here. No, just keep going. Russellville traffic, red white Taylor craft taking off runway 7, Russellville. Alright, so add in power, because adding power is going to put air over the rudder, which is going to give you rudder authority. I got you, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so there you go. Start lining this up. Don't try to square it off so much. You want to make rounded off turns. Okay. There you go, get us on center line and feed the power in. We need a little bit of right aileron for crosswind control. There you go, all the power. Alright, there's 40. You can ease forward a little bit, get the tail flying, and then back pressure for rotation. Okay. There you go, we're flying. Alright. Alright, pitch over for about 60. 60 knots, or 60 miles an hour. There you go, 60 miles an hour, looking good. We're airborne. I'm flying a tail wheel. There you go. Well, it's a shame I had a little bit of an embarrassing moment there, but I think it's a good lesson learned. How to do that at airspeed 2 knots instead of 40 or 50. Yeah, it's kind of counterintuitive to get more authority at low speed. Yeah, you need more power to put air over the rudder. That makes sense, yeah. If you reduce power, now the only air that you have over the rudder is a crosswind. And at that point, it was a crosswind trying to push us around. Okay. Alright, let's make a slight right-hand turn out to the south. And Russellville traffic, Taylor craft 356, making a right turn out to the south, Russellville. Well, it's hard to sound cool when you just made a little spinny spin on the runway there, or off the runway.
And Russellville traffic. Strawberry 1950 Delta is at 9 miles west, just south of Mount Nebo, eastbound, planning to intercept the river and follow the river to the east. Russellville.
Alright. I mean, once we get in the air, it feels exactly the same. Yeah, you can see there's a little bit of adverse yaw, so you're almost using too much rudder there. Yeah, I noticed that. So you can try like a right-hand turn. There you go. Then almost come out of the, yeah, a little more right rudder now. Okay, and roll out of that left-hand turn, or just roll wings level. There you go. Yeah, I guess it's because those ailerons are so much bigger in this plane. Well, the ailerons are a little bigger. I guess proportionally, it's got a really wide wingspan for the plane, so it's almost like a glider in that there's a little adverse yaw whenever you turn left or right. All right, we can level off here at 1,000 feet. Let's keep the speed up here. Alright. I guess there's no mixture in this plane. Nope, no mixture. Fuel on or off. That makes it handy. Alright, so we're gonna go out to this grass strip. Okay. My friend Nathan has out here. It's a good introductory grass strip because there's not a lot of obstacles. It's pretty long. Okay. So I'm gonna, as Kevin's taking you to some off-field already, right? Yeah. Okay.
Musketeer, Russellville traffic, Musketeer 1
Have you done a landing
Lima,
yet?
departing up
No, I
runway
haven't
7 for
landed
a right crossline departure, Russellville.
Alright. Yeah, so I guess you want to start with like a, I don't know what's easier, a 3-point or a wheel landing? The 3-point is the easiest to start with. That's all of my, initial tail wheel. I start on 3-point. You master the 3-point, and then we'll move on to a wheel landing. Okay. Give me about a 20-degree turn to the left. The reason is a 3-point landing. There's as little energy in the wing as possible. Right? You're flying. Basically, it's a full stall landing. Yeah. And so you're at your slowest practical speed when you're landing. So if something does go wrong, you're going at a very slow. If you're doing a wheel landing, the tail at least is flying still. Yeah. Which means you still have enough airspeed for one of your basically the wing to still be flying. Okay. So doing a wheel landing, there's certain advantages where you'd want to do a wheel landing versus not. We'll cover that during the ground. Okay. But for the most part, a 3-point landing is going to be the safer choice. 3 points safer. Okay. And so my approach speed on this is 50? Yeah, we'll do basically our whole pattern at 60, and then on final, we'll slow to about 55. Okay. 50 to 60 miles an hour on final. 50 to 60, okay. Alright, so right here's a field.
Musketeer 701 for Lima, we're departing due south, and we're going to be actually climbing to 4,000.
I'm going to do a low pass. Okay.
And
that way you can kind of get the feel of where the pattern is. So my controls, your controls, my controls, your controls. So I'm going to kind of cross midfield. It's always good to do kind of a low approach to an off-field. Well, I'll call this this is an uncharted runway. This really isn't off-field. So like an inspection pass. Yeah, because we're worried about the condition of the runway surface. Okay. Which we don't know because it's not paved. So we want to know grass height is pretty important to me. Yeah. If it's really long, we're not going to have any problem stopping, but we're going to have a big issue taking off. Okay. Because that grass is just going to be so draggy. It's going to really have a negative effect on our takeoff and landing distance. Okay. Well, it'll help our landing distance, but it'll really hurt our takeoff distance. Okay. All right, so we just crossed over, so I'm kind of entering a left downwind. If you look out the left wing, you'll see it. Okay, I see it now.
Russellville traffic, Traveler 2762 Yankee, going to taxi from the ramp, runway 7 to Alpha.
Carb heat. All right, so carb heat, I'm back at idle. Trimmin' for 7, or yeah, 70. I'm going to give some nose up trim. And there's 60. So I'm just going to let it come down at 60, kind of settle. Now there's a fence on this side of the runway, kind of the approach side of the runway. So we want to clear that fence, obviously. Maybe just stay the height of that short tree there. Alright. I'm going to shadow you on the rudders here. And so right here I can tell I'm already a little bit higher than I want. So since we don't have flaps, you're slipping right in here. But it's going to slip. There we go. So I'm going to add in a little bit of power there to hold our airspeed. And start lining up the longitudinal axis of the plane, right to left. So there's about our 55. And so right there I would kill the power. There we go. Okay. Kind of bounced it in a little bit because I got a little blurb of air there. Yeah, I saw that. But we got a good inspection pass. He's got a Tailor craft too. And climbing out. Alright, your controls.
My controls.
Your controls.
Torpedo. Alright. So, it's pretty normal to do kind of a shallow approach to landing there? Or is that just kind of your technique?
Yep, watch your airspeed. 60. So since we had that fence as an obstacle, I just got down above the fence, kind of held it off of that obstacle,
Okay.
and then came in after that. That's what I was doing there.
So this is, just to be clear, this is going to be a touch and go?
No, full stop.
Full stop, okay. So I'm going to avoid brakes, basically?
Well, we need to stop, so you'll definitely use brakes.
Okay. Alright. Alright, go left here.
Yeah, you'll see you really don't need to use a ton of brakes because, one, we've got grass. It's a soft, draggy surface. Number two, we've got big tires, so they're pretty draggy as well.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to probably slow down to a safe taxi speed without even using brakes. But as we get to the end, and this is pretty typical for these grass fields, it's going to be a one-way in and one-way out. So we typically don't take off the way we just took off, because obviously you got some trees there at the end. So normally what we'll do is we'll land going to the west, and we'll take off going out to the east.
Okay.
Alright, this is good altitude here. You can reduce some of that power.
So just fly slow. Okay, seatbelts. Not a lot to do here. That's good, because
Cox 380, Lima Alpha to Russell, Utah.
alright. Alright, so we got
Left,
right to left crosswinds will be aileron into the wind. Get blown away here. Yeah, that little spin thingy, that really surprised me. I did not expect that.
What's that?
On the ground.
Which one?
When we were on the, about to take off. Alright, so now I'm pitching for 60 for now. I'll go nose up. Somewhere right in there. This is where he's talking about leading with rudder. No flaps. Carb heat's on. We're high.
Yep, so you can slip it a little bit right here. So you got right rudder, left wing down. There you go, push the nose down. There you go, recover from that slip. We're on a normal glide path right now.
Okay. A little fast.
There you go, start your turn.
Steady Dean traffic. Probably at 1950 Delta is 2 miles to the north. Just climbing up over the lip of the mountain. We'll be crossing over the field, headed to the north, going to circle over the waterfall, Steady Dean.
There you go, power. A little bit of power.
Winds are a little bit different down here.
A little fast, a little close to that fence line. To go around.
Going around. Alright, flaps are up. Carb heat. No flaps.
Yep, so
Let's go traffic, Must 3791.
give yourself a lot more final.
North of Hall of Fame.
You kind of got a
Really steep final.
well, a really short final. We only had about, maybe a quarter of a mile, 1/8 mile final.
Okay.
So that's another thing on these off-field or, unpaved runways. You want to give yourself as long as a final as possible because you want to be really stable.
Okay.
And also, we're not clear of obstacles necessarily. This isn't a surveyed landing zone, so we want to give ourselves as much time in a nice, stable, undynamic, turning situation, so we can clear for all those obstacles that could potentially be out there.
To the left. Okay, yeah, that's good to know. We got to do a go around anyways.
Yep.
That's something we got to train on.
Driving will be left wing traffic.
Alright, clear left.
Russell traffic, Lima Alpha, taxi to runway 7, Russell traffic.
Alright, yeah, we'll lengthen this one out. We'll get a little shallower this time.
Hey, you think I was low coming over the threshold there? I mean, over the fence? No. No, just center line wasn't where I wanted to be. I wasn't really concerned about height, but we weren't on the center line. And really, if you're not on the center line, you're not on the runway. It's really narrow. Okay. Alright, let's pull the power back a little bit here. We'll level off. Alright. Pull the power, looking for 60. And this somewhere right in here. This will be a little longer than last time. Lead with the rudder.
This is traffic citation 2000 Sierra Lima, sending out 4000. We're extended left base runway 1, Cersei.
Looking pretty good on glide slope. Oh yeah, carb heat.
Accessible traffic, Traveler 2760 Yankee, left crosswind for runway 7. Accessible.
Go angled a little bit, so fight over there for center line. We do have this tree kind of on extended center line. We'll stay a little higher until we cross that. There you go. This is looking a lot better, a lot more stable, a little fast. I'm correcting here.
Accessible traffic, Traveler 2760 Yankee, left downwind, runway 7.
Wind down here. There you go. Hold that center line. Alright, now reduce the power, all the way to idle, all the way to idle, we're there, yep, alright, fight for center line, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, she'll stop flying, there you go, now pin that tail, all the way back. You gotta remember punchy movements, you're holding the rudder in too much, you need to not hold it in. There you go. It's tough with those heel brakes. Yep, easy on the brakes. We don't really need the brakes. Remember? Yeah. Alright, now we want to turn around here. So bring us to a stop. Okay. Alright, very good. Put left here. Alright, add in a little bit of power to give your rudder authority. And there you go.
Back the other way.
Back the other way. You're getting it. Okay. You're getting it. More power to give us more rudder authority. Okay, so this is where you're talking about. There you go. Counterintuitive here. Yep. Alright. Now add in the power. Crosswind controls in there. Full power. Thank you. Alright, get the tail flying. Alright, now rotate, get ground effect. Off of that rough turf. And now we can accelerate nice and smooth. Now we get our airspeed, now we climb away. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I need to be more punchy on the controls.
Rest of the traffic, probably at 1950 Delta is 7 miles to the south, inbound for the airport. We'll be crossing midfield and a left downwind for 7. We're at 1,600 foot Russellville.
So, as a, think of it as a Cessna pilot, when you're wanting to taxi, you make nice gentle rudder inputs, maybe with a little differential braking, and the amplitude of the movement is small, and then you tend to hold in that pressure to turn, right? Okay, yeah. Whereas in a tail wheel, you want the amplitude to be more, so I'm going to put in more rudder when I'm on the ground, but I'm going to hold it in less. So I'm going to go almost full right rudder and then back to neutral, full right rudder again if I need more, and then left rudder to counteract. So it kind of is this punching act instead of just the nice gentle pressure that we're used to in a nose wheel plane. Okay, does that make more sense? Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. You were getting it there at the end, like, hey, I need to go full travel. Like, don't be afraid of that rudder. You gotta get full pressure in there. Here you go. Watch your airspeed. And now we can just turn around. We kind of do a 9270. Okay. And then we're back on the final. So you can reduce power. All right, clear left here. Alright. Alright, you can probably come back pretty far with the power. Raise up that wing, see where we're at. Yeah, we're high. We'll slip it though. Not too bad. I'll go carb this. And how much brake did you use on that turnaround? None. Yeah. So but we were using big rudder inputs, right? Yeah. Because we're deflecting that rudder back there. If you deflect it just a little bit by adding a little rudder, you're not going to get much turn. So you have to go probably full travel. Okay. So that was a lot better.
Negative. I'm about 3.5 miles to the south, still planning to cross midfield. I'm at 1600.
When should I be?
You should have plenty of time if you want to take off.
I wouldn't even. You might not even need to get on the brakes right here because the grass is long enough and these big tires. Okay. All right, a little bit slower. You can reduce that power. There you go. That's good airspeed. All right, power to idle. And then we just want to hold it off the runway. So power all the way back. We're there. Okay. Hold it off, 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 hold it off. Nice 3-point landing. Now pin the tail. There we go. Now use those brakes now. I'm there, man. I'm there. Yeah, no, you're fine. We're slowing down. There you go. Remember, big movements on the rudder. Oh, these brakes are pretty spongy. Yeah. All right. Now, brakes make me nervous. All right. All right. I'm gonna go a little farther here, and then we'll turn around.
Rough to the traffic.
Powerful rudder.
Delta across the midfield, left downwind, right, Russellville.
There we go, full rudder the other way. Oh, we're in a ditch. There you go. Keep adding power. Add power. Cup heats off. There we go. Now we just roll onto the runway. We're good. All right, power's coming in. All right, get the tail flying.
Russellville traffic. Tower 1950 Delta is left downwind for 7 Russellville.
There you go, very good. Hold it in ground effect, nice and low. Accelerate out, there's your 60, start your climb away. Okay. The only thing that's making me nervous is that landing distance, trying to hit those brakes, and they just don't seem... Yeah, we floated a little bit on that one. Yeah. We were a little fast and floated. And then we had just a little bit of tailwind. Yeah. So why don't we, let's go up to Spring Mountain. Let's see how the winds are up there. Okay. So make a left-hand turn out. All right, clear left, no towers.
Settle there. Y'all going to be ready to take off. I can extend my downwind.
We'll hold for it. We got a little bit of a briefing for 16 inches.
Okay, Tower 1950 Delta left base for 7 Russellville.
Woo! All right, give me about a 30-degree left-hand turn. All right, to left. Has Kevin taken you up here to Spring yet? No, he hasn't. We just basically flew the river a little bit ago.
Russell traffic, Lima Alpha, turning left, crosswind, runway 7, Russell traffic. Russellville traffic, Tower 1950 Delta is final for 7, be a full stop, Russellville.
There we go. There. Alright, we're good. Should work the rest of the time now, hopefully.
And Russellville traffic, Tower 1950 Delta is clear of 7, Russellville.
Russellville traffic, 107 and 140.
This runway is on the
5 miles of this field will be transitioning overhead 4,500 Russellville.
Now one of our low-level routes, the SR-232, it actually comes around this mountain.
This 82 is a single rotate helicopter, approximately 5 miles to the south of the field at 1,800. Will be inbound to land at the helipad at Holly Mountain.
How long is this runway?
Russell traffic, Lima Alpha, turning left base, runway 7, Russell traffic.
Lots more space. I feel pretty comfortable if I knew for sure, like, cause I'm trying to, it's hard to like do the brakes and the rudders at the same time. It is. That's probably my biggest thing. Yeah, it's the biggest learning point I think I had when I was moving to the older tail wheels is the heel brake system. What the benefit is if you have toe brakes, it's really easy to accidentally activate a brake. Yeah. While you have full rudder.
Traffic. Swift 82 is making landing. We're going to be extending right base for low approach only 5.
It's actually easier not to ground loop with these. I think so.
Russell traffic. Lima Alpha turning final runway 7. Russell traffic.
That makes sense. While you have like full right or left rudder. Or if, worst case, you land with a brake.
3W traffic, 57 approach here, 6 miles southeast, 3000.
Yeah, these are old, this is a 1945, I think, model. Yeah, old drum brakes. So the drum brakes are just a lot less effective than the disc brakes that we're used to. And, I had a car with drum brakes on it, and it had to be tightened like every couple weeks. Yeah. All right, my controls. Your controls. My controls. I'm gonna get us on final here. Again, we're gonna make kind of a low pass on this one. Okay. To do kind of a runway analysis, see where the winds are, see what the grass condition looks like, scare off any wildlife. And then the same deal, this one is primarily a land to the north, take off to the south type of runway. Okay. It's kind of the preferred land to the north, take runways. We can land on land to the south and take off to the north. It's just it kind of slopes down to the south a little bit. Okay. So this is one of my favorite grass strips to go to because it's kind of right on top of the mountain. There's a really cool gazebo. Southbound traffic, Chicago 161 Alpha Papa, left downwind for runway 17. Is this the cutout we're seeing here? Yeah, that's the cutout you're seeing right now.
Russell traffic, Lima Alpha, clear, runway Alpha 5, taxiing to 7, Russell traffic.
Okay, you don't even have brakes on your side. You're not worried.
Traffic, Traveler 2762 Yankee, left base.
This is a lot longer runway though. I don't know what that one was, less than 2,000 probably, right? I think Nathan's right about 2,000, yeah. This is an awesome looking runway. No way. They just freaking cut out a strip in the trees here. Yep.
Traveler 2762 Yankee, turning final, runway 7.
That is so cool. So the strip that we're seeing immediately on the cliff side, that's really not a part of the runway. So we're going to treat that. Okay, it looks like an embankment. It's like a displaced threshold. I see brown. Yeah, is that the beginning where the brown is? Yeah, there's actually a road that crosses right there. Oh, I see it now, yeah. That is freaking nuts. So I'm going to slip just a little bit, touch high. There's a power line that's buried, so that doesn't go across, so don't let that worry you. Alright, there we go, we drop it in. Grass height looks okay, it's a little long. Good for a landing though. Yep, and then we got plenty of distance to come up here, turn around and take off the opposite direction. Oh my goodness, this is the coolest runway I've ever been on. Alright, that's spring. You want to try it? I do want to try it. Alright, your controls. My controls. Alright, let's keep the climb coming and go over here to the right. Okay. Now let's come back around, and again, we'll full stop, we'll turn around, and we'll take off going to the south. Okay.
Oh, traffic, 161 Alpha Papa, got 100. Final approach for runway 17.
Alright, clear right? Clear right.
Westfield traffic, Traveler 2760 Yankee cleared, runway 7, taxiing back, runway 7, Westville.
This is really neat, how it's just tucked in here on top of this mountain. Yep. Yeah, that ball that you saw out there, he looks like he might be about to go fly, but he flies down to Russellville. He'll pick up groceries and then go back to his house up here.
I'm super jealous right now.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat place.
I don't know how close I want to get to those trees right there, so I'm probably gonna maybe.
Yeah, fly out here a ways and give yourself a nice long final again.
Yeah.
Like the lessons we learned from Nathan's. You don't want to tighten it up too much. You know, this is combat. Yeah.
Dog 30 Lima Alpha, departing runway 7, staying in the pattern, restful traffic.
We just want to give ourselves a nice long final, nice and stable. That's good altitude right there. Let's just fly out over the valley a little bit before we turn around.
Alright, seatbelts on, carb heat off for now.
Put your visor down for cool points on this one. There we go.
I'll traffic 150 Delta is left off to west at 1,500, setting up for a Minnesota entry over Delta.
Should be pretty good.
Yep, you can start your base turn. Alright, raise that wing. You can just see the windsock there. I would hold this altitude right here.
Yeah.
Good. That's probably a good point to start your final.
Alright, clear right. Alright, we're climbing a touch. I'm going to fix that here. They do have wind straight down the pipe. They're almost calm.
Yeah.
Carb heat's coming on.
Level traffic, 276 Yankee holding, shore runway 7, altitude.
Alright, I'm fast. I'm high.
There you go, carb heat. And then you might need to slip just a little bit. Back at idle. There you go, that's probably good right there. You can add power back in, looking for that 60.
Restful traffic, Lima Alpha, turning left, crosswind, runway 7, restful traffic.
We're going to kind of treat those trees at the end as obstacles, so kind of hold the power a little fast. You can reduce some of that power. And then as soon as we're clear, power to idle and push the nose over. There we go, power to idle.
Alright, idle power,
Push the nose over. There we go. A nice wide runway here. We're just going to hold it off and do a nice three-pointer. We're going uphill and we got pretty long grass, so we're not going to have to use the brakes at all.
Restful traffic, Lima Alpha, turning left downwind, runway 7, restful traffic.
There we go.
Tail.
Yep, pin that tail. Going uphill, no problem. On the stopping. Very good. Okay, now let's kind of cheat over here to the right, add some power.
It's tough to see.
Hold that power on there, all the way to the right. And then punch it hard left, hold the power in, hard left. There we go, hard right to start straightening it out.
Okay.
Add power.
Carb heat's off.
There we go, add power, 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 power.
Alright, power's full.
There we go, let's get that tail flying.
Get the tail flying. Dip the nose. There it is.
There we go, up and ground effect, accelerate.
There it is.
There we go. Alright, and just fly right through that gap in the trees.
Okay.
Lots of fun.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, and now pull the power to idle, push the nose over. Idle, nose over.
Oh my goodness.
Alright.
That's a freaking rush right there, man. Oh my goodness.
Alright, nicely done. Okay, we can add power back in. You gonna try another landing in spring?
Yeah, let's do one more. I really like that one.
Alright, carb heat off.
Oh my goodness. I can't, I don't even know how to describe how much more fun this is than what I'm used to.
Restful traffic, Lima Alpha, turning left base, runway 7, restful traffic.
And then by the time we get up to altitude, we'll be back on final.
I can't believe that. I had this mental picture in my mind, like, oh yeah, it's going to be fun, but I just not picturing this at all. Oh yeah, we're recording, all right.
Restful traffic, Traveler 2760 Yankee, left crosswind, runway 7, restful.
Alright, we'll make the turn here.
I didn't want to...
traffic, be advised, there's 2 pairs of buzzers on each end of the runway, Russellville.
I didn't want to ruin the surprise of the cliff diving there, so...
Yankee, was that for the runway 7 end?
I was thinking...
Off of 25 and short final for 7, y'all be careful.
There she is.
Sounds good. We're looking for the buzzards. Got one in sight, not the other.
I was thinking, what's he want me to do right now? But that
Russell traffic, 2760 Yankee, left downwind runway 7.
Alright, we're catching up with our glide slope here.
Russell traffic, Lima Alpha turned in final runway 7, Russell traffic.
This is probably a little more challenging than like the traditional tail wheel lesson though. With like being able to see, seeing over the nose. Alright, we're high. Yeah, so it's kind of weird when you can't see in front of you. I'm looking out at the side. Oh yeah, so I'm just paralleling. You see that road? Yeah. I know the distance I want to keep from that road, and so I'm just looking out the side of the plane. Okay. A lot of times in these tail draggers, that's the easier thing to do is just look out at the side and parallel something. Okay. You can look at the tree line, and that gives you SA on where your wingtip is anyway. All right, airspeed's looking great. As soon as we're over this tree line here, power to idle. So I would say right there, power to idle, and push the nose over. Okay. There we go. So we're getting in that ground effect. There we go. We're in ground effect.
Russell traffic,
So now we're just playing the game, holding it off to do that nice 3-point landing. Very good. Now pin the tail. Now you can look out at a road over here. You can look out at our tree line over there. And if you want to try a right-hand turn, we can. Yeah, we will. So kind of look out over there. Looks a little rough. You're clear, so add power, add power, add power. Big punch right. Power, power, power. Alright, I don't think that's going to work. Brakes. Okay, yep. So we were making the big turn, but you didn't add enough power. I was like not confident enough, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to hop out and then pull the tail around. Okay. You can leave it running. That's why you had me come the other way the first time. So I just didn't commit on the power, basically. Yeah, that's basically it. This is not for the faint of heart. All right. Let's do this. I'm all buckled back in. Carb heat's off. Carb heat's off. All right, power's coming in. All right, let's work our way over to center line. All right, tail flying. There you go, pick it up in ground effect. There you go, you're hugging that left side just a little bit. We got plenty of room over here to the right. There we go, that's better. Oh my goodness.
Russellville traffic, Cessna 1 Tango is turning left downwind 07 Russellville.
Russellville traffic, Subway 2760 Yankee, clear runway 7 at Alpha 4.
Alright, mind if I take one? Yeah, take it. Alright, my controls. Your controls. Well, you do that. I'm going to film with this guy too. You don't need brakes though, so... We look cool at least. I'm going to drop this freaking camera out that window right there. I'm literally addicted now. Alright, coming back around. I'm going to fly a little bit steeper approach. Okay. Yeah, simulate some obstacles. Is that in your way?
Alpha traffic, stock 2 of the tail is crossing into. Going to be going around 11 Alpha. Russell traffic, Cessna 1 Tango is turning base, left base for 07 Russellville. Russell traffic, Lima Alpha holding short, runway 7 for incoming flight. Russell traffic.
Alright, so I'm kind of on the back side of the curve. I'm going to get below, a little below 50. So there's not a lot of lift in the wings. Really flying it with a lot of rudder. And round out. Very nice. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that was nice. We'll let that SUV go by, so I kind of do a little S-turn. So I work my way over to the left. I come to right. And then what I do when I get comfortable right there, full right aileron or right rudder, or left rudder, sorry, and then right rudder to compensate. Okay.
Sorry, I hit the brakes for you there.
That's fine. I kind of ground looped it a little bit there. I think I just knocked it out of the alignment.
Yeah, the 30-degree thing?
Yeah. Alright, there we go. Woo! Now we're back on. Oh. Tail flying.
That's where... Oh my goodness. Oh. Way braver than me. So I wonder, like, you know, the airplane flying handbook talks about sometimes on takeoffs and landings, you might need to use brakes. I mean, takeoffs. On takeoffs, you might need to use brakes. I wonder if that would have been the case.
It could have been. I mean, I think, I'm not really sure what happened. I've never had that happen to me before. I might have swung too wide and been too aggressive with the rudder, and instead of, I got it in the free castering zone.
Oh, yeah.
And it just free castered on me and just kind of spun around. So
Gotcha.
I went to idle just to keep us from going any further.
Yeah.
And then I was able to just, even though we were going left, I was holding full right rudder. I was able to add in power and then get it back straight.
Yeah.
Where I think I locked the tail wheel back in.
Kyle 30 in the Alpha departing runway 7, standing pattern missile traffic.
Because once you get it out of that free castering zone, you can't really steer it anymore. You don't have any rudder authority.
Yeah. That's why you can whip that tail around and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't have real good differential braking, it's really hard to get it back inside of that 30-degree zone where it's locked in place.
Yeah.
Russellville traffic 781 Tango is turning left, class wind 07, Russellville.
All right, let's try Landers Loop. We're gonna try one more grass field.
Okay.
Here controls.
My controls.
So we're gonna aim just to the left. Of
Russell traffic, Lima Alpha departing runway 7, staying in the pattern, Russell
We're gonna
traffic.
roll out right here, wings level. We'll kind of work our way around Nebo, just to the right of the nuclear plant. You see the nuclear plant there?
Yeah, I see it, yeah.
So we'll get around this mountain, we'll go to the right, over the lake, and we'll go up north of town to a little field called Landers Loop.
Okay.
Yeah, after thinking about it, I think I made that left turn a little too aggressive, and I think I just got it free castering, and it never popped out.
Okay. But if you would have had enough airspeed, you might have been able to overcome that with the rudder.
Yeah, but since I was basically doing a pivoting turn, airspeed didn't really matter. I didn't have enough forward momentum. So I should have rounded that turn out.
Yeah.
If I would have rounded it out, been a little more gentle, I could have maintained, you know, tail wheel authority all the way through.
Okay. Some of the best learning experiences are mistakes like the one on the field, you know, because like I won't forget that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna get cancer if we fly over that.
Yeah, I probably don't want to fly over the nuclear plant.
No, we won't.
Russellville traffic, traveler 2762 Yankees taking off the ramp.
My wife's gonna be mad now because I want to buy one of these. I don't know though. Do I want a Tailorcraft or do I want to build my own kit plane?
You know, Tailorcrafts I think are great because they're very, very simple aircraft.
Yeah.
You can pick up a decent Tailorcraft for less than $20,000 pretty easily.
Yeah, I've seen them around, and I'm like, is that what I want? I don't know.
Yeah, and you know, it's a certified plane versus experimental, but you know, there's trade-offs for both of those. So
yeah,
it really kind of personal decision.
Yeah.
Now, the whole premise of this is eventually I'd like to get into some bush flying. I don't know what I want to do with that yet, but I definitely want to get into some bush pilot work.
And Russellville traffic, 81 Tango is departing runway 07, Russellville.
All right, so you've seen kind of a basic, I would call Nathan's the first place we went to. That's like a basic farm strip.
Yeah.
So that's like some sort of, almost anybody with a little bit of land could bush hog something out like that.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. You see something more advanced like Spring Mountain, a little more exotic, you know, on top of the hill. You got some weird wind situations going on.
7, staying in the
But it's a nice and wide runway, and you don't really have ever any problem stopping because it's pretty uphill landing to the north. So Landers Loop, it's a little bit of a mix. It's
Okay, awesome.
it's cut out into the trees like Spring Mountain was.
Yeah.
It's got a big dip in it. It's really uphill, more so than Spring. But it's in lower land, so it's not on a hill or anything. So in that case, it's kind of like Nathan's place. It's kind of like a farm strip. It's a little more challenging, though. I think of the three of them, this is probably the most challenging one.
My question is, what's the runway length?
Well, again, runway length. I mean, it matters, but really you're worried about slope more at this one than you are runway length. Runway length here is about 3,000 feet.
Oh, yeah.
But really, about 1,000 of it's not real usable because of obstacles.
Yeah.
So you have about 2,000 feet, and of that, you're really only going to use about 500 because you're going to land going like up a hill significantly.
Okay.
You're going to find yourself having to add power to get to the end of the runway.
Okay.
Because you're going uphill so much.
So, but once again, I don't really need brakes then.
Right.
That's my mink.
Yeah. There will not be brakes needed on this one for sure.
I feel like as far as the handling characteristics, I think I can handle this. I understand the premise. It's just gonna take some practice as far as like the dancing on the pedals.
So this will be our last of the 3-pointers.
Okay.
And I think you're getting the hang of it real nice. What we're going to do after this is head back to Russellville, and we'll practice your wheel landings.
Okay.
Runway 7, Russellville.
Because we've got several full stall landings with crosswind.
Yeah, they were all.
Yeah.
The ones there weren't. The ones that the first one were though. Do you have a helmet you wear in yours as well?
Yeah.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I've got hooker harnesses, so I've got a full 5-point harness in mine as well. Instead of the lap belt.
Yeah, that'd probably be. I mean, I can see like it's a lot easier to make us, a boo-boo, I guess. But like Kevin was saying, you got a lot. You don't have near as much inertia with you in one of these lighter planes like this. So when you hit, you're going like a 700-pound airplane going 40 miles an hour or 50 miles an hour versus like a Cessna that weighs like 2,000 pounds going 80 miles an hour. So it makes a big difference, I think. But
yeah, it does. All right, so this is our just observation pass.
Okay.
You're still hugging that left a little bit. You got plenty of space over here to the right.
There's a deer right there on the runway.
Yeah,
little Bambi.
Right.
Power's coming in.
Okay, keep it kind of low so we can get a good look. This is our turnaround spot up here.
Okay. Now Bambi's gonna have to move. Hopefully we scared it off.
Traffic, Lima Alpha, turn left downwind, Russellville traffic.
Alright, we can come back around for landing.
Alright, clear left. It's funny, you said, oh, we're going to look for wildlife on the runway. I was thinking, yeah, right, we're not going to see anything. But, I mean, legitimately, there's a deer out there.
Yep, absolutely.
Maybe we should have landed. Trent Palmer, he lost his certification.
Yeah, he got suspended for doing something like that, right?
That's
pretty stupid because, like, I never even, I mean, yeah, I knew that you're supposed to do inspection passes, but, like, that legitimately there's a deer out there. You're not going to land on that.
Well, hopefully we have video proof that there was a deer and we weren't just,
I'm just making it up.
showboating over somebody's house.
This one's still on.
Alright, you might be angled in just a little bit. I would kind of bend towards Mount Nebo.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably a good heading right here.
Alright.
Russell, you guys
Seatbelts on, carb heat's off for now.
Yep, we're left traffic.
I will drive it out for another minute here, or another second here, and then we'll make our turn.
Lima Alpha turning left base, runway 7, Russell traffic.
Alright, carb heat's on. This one's kind of hard to see until you're on final, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right here, okay. Lower high. I'll slip it real quick.
Still traffic. Cessna A1 Tango is turning left crosswind runway 07 Roosevelt.
Alright, lead turn here.
On the roll 7, left traffic.
Carb heat's on. Help me keep an eye out for that deer, because I didn't see it until just... Alright, I'm a little fast. Good height, or fast. Feeding into power.
Russell traffic, Lima Alpha.
Yeah, I am hugging that side, aren't I?
Yep. Work your way over to the right.
Russell traffic, Cessna A1 Tango is turning left downwind 07, Russellville.
I don't see it now.
Yep, I don't see it either. Alright, now power to idle. And point your nose to the approach end there. There you go. There you go. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. It'll kind of slope up to meet you.
Little bounce there.
Yep, not bad. There we go. See, you're going to have to add a little bit of power to get to the end here. Alright, get that carb heat off. And keep up, yep, keep going slightly to the right. Let's hug over here to the right.
Okay.
There you go. Keep going, keep going.
So we did have a slight tailwind, okay.
I don't know if that windsock's working or not. Okay, keep going up here. Alright, you should see a little post over here. We're going to make a big turn around this, so keep going. Straight ahead.
Oh, post in the...
Yeah, you see that little tree guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're going to go around the tree?
Yeah, we'll just make a big loop around it.
Okay.
To the left. So keep the power in, make the turn. There you go, power.
Oh, we're just going to keep it going here.
Alright, now let's straighten out that tail. So lots of right rudder.
Alright,
there
carb
we
heat's
go.
off. Going straight down the grass here.
Yep.
Alright, power's coming in. Power's set.
Alright, push that tail up.
Russell traffic, 12701 for Lima 5 to the northwest. Inbound to join the 45 to the left downwind for runway 7, Russellville. We'll be at full.
Alright, getting ground effect and kind of fly downhill here. So we're going to hold it in ground effect as we build up airspeed. There we go. Now we can start our climb away.
Traffic Traveler 22 Yankee.
Very nice. Alright.
7 will be a full stop as well, Russellville.
Alright. That was good.
Awesome.
Russellville traffic, Taylor Craft 356, 4 miles north of the field. Will you entering left downwind 7, Russellville.
And he's making he's going to be, oh, he's just departing, okay.
Well, I think he's staying in the pattern. I bet he's fixing to call left base.
Okay.
Russellville traffic, Cessna A1 Tango is turning left base, runway 07 Russellville. There we go.
Called it.
And so now I'm just worried about the Musketeer. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he did a touch and go or if he full stop.
I thought it was a plane, but it was a bird.
Russellville traffic, Cessna A1 Tango is turning final, runway 07 Russellville. Russellville traffic, Musketeer 14 Lima, clear of runway 7, Russellville.
Alright, so the Musketeer full stop and the Traveler full stop. So now all we have to worry about is the Cessna on final.
Yep, that's it.
And he's no factor, so you're good to go.
Awesome.
So let's do a wheel landing in the grass on runway 7.
Okay. So basically, so on this one, it's going to be more like neutral elevator, and then like I'm basically going to be pushing more and more and more like forward.
Yeah, really not so much flying or pushing forward. It's just you're not going to add the back pressure, and you're going to maintain a little bit faster airspeed.
I'm just balancing act basically.
Yep. All right, we're a good pattern altitude, so you can enter left downwind.
And Russellville traffic, Taylor Craft 356, entering a left downwind for 07, Russellville. There's like a bomber pattern here, but oh well. We're learning. Alright, seatbelts on. Carb heat on. Oh, I'm so tempted to turn early, but I need practice, so. How about right here? Surely I can make that work. And Russellville traffic, Taylor Craft 356, left base 07, Russellville. Taylor Craft.
Taylor Craft, your radio sounds a lot better. You're 4 minutes of background.
Did you say it sounded better?
I don't know what.
Okay, I'm fast. What am I doing here? I'm slowing us down. Bomber patterns. And Russellville traffic, Taylor Craft 356, final 07, Russellville. So is it beneficial to like be on the top end of the airspeed for this one?
Yep, and let me see. I see something here, beam the runway. I just want to make sure that's not a mower.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. It's moving, so it is a mower.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a mower, but it could be a end identifier light that they just mowed around.
We'll watch here. We need to sidestep and go around, we will. No, it's not a mower.
Yeah, I think it's a runway end identifier. Yeah,
okay, I'm fast here.
So there we go. Yeah, hold your 60. There you go, you can reduce that power. There you go, to add just a touch of power. Let it settle on the runway. There you go, that's your wheel landing. Now fight the rudder. And now you can do a touch and go if you want.
Yeah, we'll do a touch and go.
There you go, tail's already flying. That was really nice. How'd that feel?
That was actually way easier than the other one, I think. We're able to use the rudders.
Yeah, it's the trade-off of doing a wheel landing. It gives you more rudder authority a little bit, but it also reduces your stability because you only have 2 points of contact.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Man, that airplane's got big tires.
And say again that last transmission was broken.
That's probably the only thing that's big.
Definitely don't have big power.
I'm not sure what they said. Alright, looking good. We'll drive it out a little bit farther here. What's that weird smell? It smells like French fries.
Yeah, that's the tater tot factory. Off our left wing right there.
That's kind of making me hungry.
Yeah, you see the steam coming? That's the tater tot factory.
Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't know that was a thing here.
Russell traffic, Lima Alpha taxiing from the fuel pumps to the east hangars via Alpha taxiway to Alpha 4, Russell traffic.
And Russellville traffic, Tailwheel 356, left downwind 07, Russellville. Yeah, and you can fly this tighter pattern here, that's perfect. Okay, that's what I like to do. Fly normal patterns. We'll drive it out a little bit farther because I'm still new. Yeah, overall that was a nice wheel landing. Oh, really? So you just kind of, you let it settle. It's a balance of you want to let it settle, but you don't want to force it down. If you force it down on a wheel landing, you're going to bounce every time. Gotcha. So you just kind of want it to settle in there. I'm kind of a flat lander when it comes to landing in a small plane anyway, so that's probably why. It seems like it's more of a flat landing and then kind of balancing act after that. Alright. Seat belts on. We'll keep the carb heat off for now. We'll turn it on in just a second. Probably should have drove it out a little farther before I made the turn, but oh well. Yeah, you can drive it down the downwind further if you want. Yeah, we will do that. Give yourself one of the final. Alright, carb heat's coming on. Tater Tot Factory. I don't actually know if it's a Tater Tot Factory, but that's what it smells like. It does smell like a Tater Tot Factory. And Russellville traffic. Tailwheel 356, left base 07, Russellville. I don't know why I want to say Tailorcraft at the end of each transmission, but it's just like in my mind for some reason. Because you love flying a Tailorcraft. I guess. You just want to tell the whole world. I do want to tell the whole world. This might be one of the coolest airplanes I've ever flown. Yep. It's pretty awesome. Oh, see, we already got carb heat in. We don't have flaps. We're fast. But this looks like maybe a pretty decent glide slope. Yeah, and this, especially with the big tires, this slows down pretty quickly. Is there any, besides slowing down quickly, is there anything else about the big tires as far as he was saying it kind of eats them up on the pavement, so it's really better to do stuff on grass here. Yeah, they like off-field, they're not really built for pavement. What are we doing here? Yeah, another wheel landing. This is going to be a touch and go? Yeah, if you want, or full stop, I don't care. No, we could be, let me make a call here. Russellville traffic, Tailwheel 356, final 07, Russellville. Yeah, this is nice and stable, I like it. Name of the game is the ground control. A little fast. Yeah, and the grass is long enough here that you really don't need any brakes on this one either. Yeah, that's what I like. We'll do this one, and this will be a touch and go, and then I'll let you get the last one if you want. Oh, you got it. You need to practice one more wheel landing anyway, so you'll do this one as a wheel landing, and then one more as a wheel. Okay, so a little bit of power, just a touch. Easy, there you go. Keep that tail up. Okay, there you go, very nice. Okay. Was not too bad. It was a little squirrely, but gonna make a bush pilot out of me yet? Yeah. I wonder if we can go over to the Tater Tot Factory and get samples after this. Alright, so this one will be a wheel landing to a full stop then? Yep. So I guess I'm just keeping that tail up as long as possible? No. So on a wheel landing, if you're going to full stop, as soon as the wheel, you've got the wheels down, you've landed, then you want to pull the power to idle, and then you're going to pin the tail again. Okay. Again, you don't want to keep the tail flying too long, because then you don't have any rudder authority. You don't have enough airflow to have rudder authority. Ah, okay. And you also don't have tail wheel authority because it's in the air. So that's when you kind of set yourself up for a ground loop potentially, is when you keep the tail flying too long. Okay. So, tell me again when I need to, well, that was a really bad pattern there. Tell me again when I need to drop the tail. Just But just gently set it down? Yeah, just gently set it down, and then you're going to, apply full back pressure. As soon as it touches down? Yep. Pin the tail, okay. Yep, and of course power is going to need to be at idle before you do any of that. Okay, yeah. Well, we should be at idle power. Well, how's that work? Like, you've been coaching me to put in a bump of power, like in the flare there. Yeah, so think of a soft field landing in your 172. Okay. You add a touch of power before you touch down? Actually, usually don't, but I know a lot of people do, yeah. Yeah, most soft field, you just want to add a touch of power to keep the nose flying. Sorry, kind of the same thing here, except we're adding a touch of power to keep the tail flying instead of keep the nose off. And then as soon as the wheels are settled, then you remove that power that you added. Go back to idle and gently let the tail down and then hold it down. Okay, okay. And then you can apply your braking. Russellville traffic, Tailorcraft 356, left downwind 07, Russellville. I hope I have good footage of me spinning her around on the ground, because I think that's good to include and stuff. I know it's freaking embarrassing, but I think it's important. Alright, seatbelts on, we'll get that in a minute. Are there any tailcrafts with, Tailorcrafts with, brakes on the toes? Toe brakes? Yeah, there's probably been some owners that have converted them over to Cleveland brakes. Oh, Cleveland brakes, okay. And those are, on the brake pedals on the toes, and then they're hydraulic disc brakes. Okay. And Russellville traffic, Tailorcraft 356, left base 07, Russellville. Beats on. Alright, so I'll gently let that tail come down. We'll pin the tail. Russellville traffic, Tailorcraft 356, final 07, Russellville. This will be a full stop. Alright. You're the best around. Is there anything I need to know about coming up over the pavement? Or we want to try to square it when we turn onto it? Yeah, you'll square up on it. But with these tires, it's not going to even feel like anything. Yeah, it's going to be pretty negligible. It couldn't have possibly been a smoother day to fly, though. Alright, bump the power. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Alright, pin the tail. Oh, I kind of... Yeah, see how a little too early. It wasn't quite done flying. We can roll over this. Don't feel like you got to stop before this. Okay. There you go. Alright, so now just look out. I can't see the runway lights. So yeah, I'm good. Is don't hit a runway light. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna hit the next one here because there's a pile of grass over here. Alright, so lead the turn and then lead the turn back to the right. Don't make the same mistake I did and spin it around because you get it too off. There you go. Awesome. And then down to Alpha 4 down here. Okay, I understand what's happening now. Like, I see what you're talking about, like, not dwelling on the pedals there. Russellville traffic, Tailorcraft 356, clear the runway, Russellville. Yeah, your rudder movements are feeling better. I'm feeling like a lot of rudder movements. Yeah. That's what it should be. It's okay. Like you're kind of fighting with that rudder a lot instead of making big movements or small movements that you hold in for a while. Yeah, it makes what's happening makes a lot more sense now. I don't think this guy realized how bad of a driver I am. I'm staying clear on purpose here. Kill the mags. Oh, didn't have them off good enough there. Alright. Oh, we did it.
I can't believe how much fun that was. That's just unbelievable. You guys already know. You guys have experienced this.
Well, I'm just glad you brought it back in one piece.
Me too. I was concerned there for a little bit. And before we take care of the ground training, I've got to look at a couple cool aircraft on the field, along with a little bit of initiation. Apparently this is required in order to be a tailwheel pilot, so I need to learn how to do this here. I do not have the greatest balance here. Whoa, I'm shaking like Michael J. Fox here. Whoa, good grief.
Yeah.
That's it? I'm definitely crashing, man. I'm definitely crashing.
What's the problem? I mean, you really just need to figure this out. Like,
I know.
It's just a board. I mean, just cruise around.
You make it look so easy.
Well, you know, kind of like airplanes, just takes time.
Maybe that's the problem. I should have used this first before we went and gone and flew.
Right. I mean, tailwheel's one of those things that you just kind of do. Like, once it clicks, it's all there.
That makes sense.
So you can't be scared of it, and you just got to cruise around here like, you know, like a tailwheel. Not so bad. I mean, look at the background. And you're like, whoosh, smacking, drive by. I've only had it a week.
You've only had that a week?
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
I mean, some of us have just, you know.
Some of us got it, some of us
Some of us do, and some of us don't.
Well, it's not much, but I wanted to get you something for, so I got you one of my hats here. Hopefully you wear hats.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
I like it.
So.
I appreciate it. Well,
yeah,
you're sponsoring the VSL brand.
I see that,
too,
yeah.
So,
so I guess we got to wear each other's hats
yeah, I'll
for
throw
the
this on.
But you look good, man. But I really appreciate you doing this. It just meant the world, and like I said, I just can't believe how much fun it was.
Yeah, and that's what we like doing here. Is it's not just the tailwheel experience. We're really into the backcountry flying.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it's going through a little bit of a renaissance here in Arkansas. We've got grass strips everywhere. So we've got places where you can fly, and there's little restaurants by the river. There's places you can go camping. But we call it kind of the low and slows. But flying relatively low and really slow, no place to go.
That is way more fun.
It's just so much fun.
Well, is it time?
Is it time?
I think it's time.
All right. Let's get the tailwheel endorsement in there.
Well, while Seth's filling this out, I really appreciate you guys watching today. If you enjoyed this video, please click that like button for me. Up next, we're gonna be doing 5 weird maneuvers in an airplane that you can do that's gonna make you a better pilot, and that's gonna be over on Seth's channel. But after this, I'm gonna put a link right here or in the description, and you can go check out that video. Thanks for watching.
Approach, you're not going to believe this. I just bought it free pilot training. I'm going to keep on watching.